Alrighty, what's going on today, guys? Aldo here. Wanted to give you an update on Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'm going to talk about a few of the alts. It's been an interesting, volatile market today, kind of predictive of what you'd expect during a holiday week. If you enjoyed the content, smash the like button. Let's get started with Bitcoin right now. So, short term on Bitcoin, let's just get started here. This is a volume area high right here, volume area low right here from this general area, and we could kind of draw it again to see if anything's changed since the last time. Okay, that's moved up a little bit. So generally kind of the same. And this area right here, this pocket is going to be really big, around 36.4, that we might get to relatively soon with how the hourly looks with money flow come down, VWAP come down. So that's generally kind of bearish, rejected harshly from the top of this range right there on the hourly. And if we look at some of the lower time frames here, money flow could come deeper, a little neutral in that 15. Kind of looking more bearish in the 6 minutes. So trying to short this down at kind of this area would make some sense. Potentially a stop loss above there would make some sense right now. And if you look at kind of like the 6 hour anchor wave confirmed, you look at the 10 hour, sort of a trigger wave from that high right there. Also a bear div from that area. Could bring it down. Triple top kind of pattern could bring it down. You break down from this area, that wick right there, 34.7. If it takes some time, could get there in a couple weeks, 2 weeks, high 34s. Could be a significant area. Could be a significant area. Same thing on the 16, same thing on the 20. Daily, or excuse me, the 2 day and the 3 day are the main bullish case. That money flow is not bad in either of those. That could absolutely be the case to bring you up to, 39K, which is, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. You could easily jump up to those areas. Typically, Thanksgiving is a more bearish time. Every year since kind of 2020, even 2019, I believe, was more bearish. It's been many years since we've had a bullish Thanksgiving for Bitcoin. So if we look at that, we would guess kind of breaking down based on kind of that view right there. Based on that view right there, daily also may give us a bear div relatively soon here. So yeah, that's Bitcoin right now. A little bit tough to read. If you break down, you're looking at probably 34.5. You break up 39. I would guess probably breaking down, given that Thanksgiving is generally more bearish. Um, if you were looking at trend as your friend, you would probably break up to 39. Tough to say right now. Tough to say. Also, kind of tough to trade this market right now, I would say. And, Ethereum, very bullish on the macro, trigger wave on the monthly. I like that. Um, Looking here, trigger wave on the 2 week, on the macro, very good. This could be what brings us up to freaking, like 10K in towards the end of 2025, maybe even 12K, maybe a 10x or more from the bottom at 900. So that would be very nice, and I think that's absolutely possible. If we look here, and I think a lot of money is going to be made with Ethereum in the next 2 years. I think a lot of money is going to be made with Ethereum, and I think now, regardless of kind of what happens, I think it's a good time to get into ETH. Probably over Bitcoin, depending on your risk management, your risk profile, not financial advice, but I think it's a good time to start DCAing. Look at this area where we bottomed out here. Bottomed out there, end of 2019, 4 year cycle, 4 years later. It looks like you could be bottoming out. Delayed about a month, but it looks like you could be bottoming out, and I think you could be home free, generally headed up. So that's what I really like about Ethereum right now for a macro DCA perspective. Like Bitcoin, 2 and 3 day are mainly the bullish case. Short-term trigger waves and stuff could bring you down further. If you lose, 1900, you're probably coming down to the high 17s. That could be absolutely be likely here. Um, Money flow coming down. You look at these, you're more kind of in the bear camp. You're more in the bear camp with money flow. Short-term money flow coming up there, maybe a little bit of relief. Maybe a little bit of relief upward. So yeah, bit of a hard market to trade. This area is big because we were rejecting at the same place, the yearly high. That yearly high is big. If you could break above there, then you probably could get up to 2,400. But so far, no dice. So far, it's been a rejection. So we definitely got to see what happens here. Moving on to, let's look at Cardano a little bit. A few of these have like weird kind of head and shoulder pattern things, which would kind of, keep the things a little bit more bearish. If you break down from there, you're probably looking at 32 cents. If you draw out the technical target, 32 cents could be a big area. Like Ethereum, money flow is coming down. Just looking at this quickly, it does look a little bit more bearish. 3-day, 2-day main bullish case right here. Macro still pretty bullish. I mean, this looks like you're not even in the disbelief phase yet, and you're still, you know, looks like you got some room to go to a potential new all-time high. I mean, if we look at kind of, you know, this all-time high to that all-time high, that could be interesting. That would be the case probably for around 7-8 bucks, but I don't know if we're gonna get quite there. But yeah, absolutely possible by the end of 2025. If you get up to that trend line, that could be a big freaking area to look at. Maybe a tease though, it might not quite get there, but that could be a huge area. That could be a huge area for Cardano. I mean, what is that from where we are right now? Yeah, maybe a 20x could absolutely be in the cards here. 20x absolutely could be in the cards, and I mean, become a millionaire. I mean, not financial advice, but 50 grand, 50 grand could become a million if you're looking at a 20x. Highly risky though, with just, you know, speculating on one asset, not financial advice at all. You got to assess your own risk. So yeah, that's kind of Cardano right now. I would guess more bearish in the short term, 32 cents, rather than kind of that high of 46 cents. Could be a next big area. Also, yeah, I mean, if you get back up, break above 41, you're probably looking at 46, the yearly high. We'll see what happens. Like I said, Thanksgiving normally a pretty bearish time. Solana, it's another one to look at. Head and shoulder target down here, $44. That would lead to a pretty big correction, 34, 35% down, even 30% down. 48 is a huge area. I believe that was the 2022 high was 48. That's a huge area. If we could hold that, that would be really great. I think 48 in the long grand scheme of things is a good place to be potentially getting into Solana. Another yellow X could be catalyst to bring us down farther here, so just keep that in mind. Could get 4 or 5 here. Down in this area, could be a couple days, maybe Thanksgiving, you know, drop down to $48. That could be big. Then do some Black Friday shopping for some Solana, maybe. Um, anyway, yeah, looking at that, I mean, XRP we could take a quick look at too here. You know, rejecting from this big point, kind of looking like, yeah, like everything else, money flow looks like it might want to come down a bit more. 55 cents, I think, could be a potential significant area. Trigger waves to the downside, stuff like that. So yeah, it could be a little bit tough here to reclaim these areas. Kind of looks a little bit more bullish in the short term, but I still think macro is pretty good. I still think for most of these, you'll generally be bullish for the next year and a half, 2 years. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this little update. If you guys are interested in trading, check out FAIRDESK down below. We give away a $100 trading bonus every week to one lucky person. Deposits any amount, any any amount in their account using signing up with my link. You guys got really good odds. Zoomex, we're doing a limited time giveaway for the first 100 people, I think, as well. Details in the description below. All right, guys, have a good one. Goodbye.